Hi everyone, it's Laurel, the woman's coach, here to talk to you about the new moon in Capricorn happening on January 13th. And this new moon is asking us, are you ready? Are you really ready to open up to the possibilities for your life after everything we went through in 2020? And it's the first new moon of the year, so it's really important for us to set our intentions. And it's happening in the sign of Capricorn, the mountain goat. So the imagery of what mountain are you willing to climb as we head into 2021 is still an apt one. And in the lead up to the new moon from January 6th to the 8th, we have a lot of activity going on as Venus moves into Capricorn, Mercury moves into Aquarius, and Mars moves into Taurus. This is a lot of the personal planets shifting energy, and whenever that happens, we know there's going to be a lot of activity. So we're opening up to new opportunities. And when Mercury moves into Aquarius, this is an invitation to expand our thinking. And when Venus moves into the earth sign of Capricorn, it's a time to lean into knowing that we are being supported. So it's a fresh start for whatever has permanently changed in your life since 2020. And it's creative and visionary because we have Jupiter and Saturnian energy involved here. And it's progressive. It wants us to move forward. There are new dreams to be explored and discovered and built. So it's really important to set your intention. There's this reprogramming that's going on in our mind with Aquarius, with Mercury and Aquarius and Jupiter, because Jupiter wants to expand and Aquarius is our higher mind. So there's new ideas. You might discover new ideas coming through around the time of the new moon. So it's about an energy of looking up and above the crowds and really stepping forward into aligning with the best possible energy if your mind can go there. So I really think that this is giving ourselves permission about a new way of experiencing our lives that can put you into alignment with your best possibilities. Because this new moon is happening at the same degree, 23 degrees of Capricorn, as the Pluto-Saturn conjunction on January 12th of 2020. So it's a powerful new beginning point, as I said, from last January. And Pluto is involved, and Pluto shows us our evolution. It is right next to conjunct the new moon. So it's recognizing what you've learned, and it's inviting us to apply that. So it's a new moon of application, and it's going to require your engagement. So because it's Pluto, which is about transformation, you could have a surge of higher consciousness of where you're going and where you've been. And there's an opportunity, again, with this Aquarius energy to reflect and to see how far you've gone and to understand there's no way to go back to what you've already healed. So there's potential in this week around the new moon to have real clarity about what you intend for the next significant climb. Remember, Capricorn's a sign of the mountain goat. But it requires this strong commitment at a soul level to believe, Jupiter's involved, that it is possible, because Pluto represents our integrity and our personal power. And remember, it's really important to remember that our power is only as good as what we choose to focus our energy on. So rather than getting caught up into things that we can't control or drama outside of ourselves or things going on with others, it's really important with this new moon to make a commitment to affecting change in your life where you can. And remember, we have the strong Aquarian energy this year, and Saturn and Jupiter are involved in this new moon. And Aquarius is a sign of the truth and liberation. And it says you can be set free when you give yourself permission to ask, what do you truly love and value now? Neptune is also involved. So this can be an exciting time of new opportunities. It's making a sextile, it's just a 60-degree angle, which creates opportunities. So there can be a time of rapid growth. It's making a sextile to the new moon from Pisces to Capricorn. So there could be involvement with new groups. You might be invited to team up with new people. There can be a busy, exciting, and maybe somewhat scary time of rapid growth from stepping into the unknown. So we want to look carefully at those opportunities being presented to us because we might feel this push forward. Remember, Jupiter and Saturn. Jupiter wants to expand and Saturn wants to contract. So there's this kind of push-pull dynamic that can happen, and sometimes we react when there's Saturn energy involved. So it's important to be evaluating and examining these opportunities that come to us, and rather than just reacting, to ask ourselves, is this what I truly want? Because we have also the energy of Venus. Venus is what we value, what we love. So anytime we have a new moon or full moon, there's lots of different energies coming together. So I'm giving you sort of a breakdown or a flavor of this new moon. And Venus is actually very supportive. It's making a trine to Mars and Uranus that are hanging out in Taurus. And they will become exact on January 20th, the day of the presidential inauguration. But leaning into Venus, love, what we value, the things that are important to us in life, that's going to be really important in the way out of this new moon, because there is some intensity to this new moon. So with Venus making a trine, a very supportive energy to Mars and Uranus. Mars is our drive and desire. Uranus wants to liberate us. That can be disruptive energy. But with Venus there, it's giving us some momentum. It's giving us an opportunity to create change in areas of love or prosperity or creativity. But again, make sure that people aren't pushing past your boundaries or you aren't reacting, but you're planting seeds for what you really want, because in the springtime, that will bring more possibilities. There's going to be a flurry of activity over the next 3 months, but it may not always go in the direction that you think. So it's a wonderful opportunity for planting seeds and knowing that in the springtime, there will be more opportunity for seeing the possibilities. With these opportunities that are coming to you and the new groups and the new people. There's a lot of social activity coming up with large groups and lots of conversations and multitasking and busyness and stimulating energy. So it's about staying open, but we don't want to necessarily judge anything as bad or disruptive just yet. So there's new energies that are requiring us or anchoring us in this Aquarian energy, and it's okay to have some, confusion. So remember, it's about coming back and focusing on yourself and your choices and what you desire rather than being reactive to what's happening around you. So Venus in Capricorn is about our self-love. There's a strengthening and a higher understanding here of what we want to require from ourselves and from others. So it's strong relationship energy, and there's an opportunity to shift or change something here. And if you've been feeling like you have to be overly independent and do everything on your own, Venus is here to open you up, to realize that is not the case, that you don't have to do it all on your own. So there's a fresh start here when it comes to relationships, to creativity, to visionary energy, and to what you believe is possible. So there's also this square happening between Jupiter and Mars and Uranus. And so again, Jupiter is our higher self. It's asking us, how have you underestimated yourself? It wants us to expand. So there's something that you deeply want for your future. And if you haven't felt worthy of it, because Taurus is about what is the sign of our self-worth. It's ruled by Venus, so that's about our self-worth, and it's practical energy. It's requiring us, this square between Jupiter and Mars is saying, do you have faith? Do you believe that you are worthy of this? And are you willing to open yourself up to that deeper desire and that deeper alignment? And do you have a value system that's in place with it that will allow this? Or do you put limits on it? Because if you're committed, truly committed on a highest good, on a highest soul level, then the things are going to come forward in life to support you with Jupiter and Mercury and Aquarius. The tools and the people will show up if you allow yourself to commit. But there is square energy involved here with this new moon. And remember, a square is a tension we feel internally. So it can feel like there maybe is internal a lot of pressure to come into alignment with right now and to know what we truly want and to let go of that deeper intensity from 2020. And it's a process. We have to open ourselves up, allow ourselves to release this energy from 2020 so we don't carry it forward into 2021, and to believe in the possibilities. And that for some of us can be feel like a lot of shifting. So you're going to be working with this energy at this new moon and getting clarity on what it is you really want in the good life. Remember, I talked in the last video about the grand conjunction, about this is believing, can tomorrow be better than today? Can you have the good life that you want on your terms? So there's a dynamic energy with this new moon with lots of shifts and change. And yes, there could be some emotional roller coasters, but do know that it is opening us up and wants to support us with this Venus energy, making that trine. So that's the good news. And then because Pluto's involved, it is about our personal power and how we use it or give it away, maybe even unconsciously. So the message with this new moon is to take responsibility, work with those in authority above you in your life, partnership opportunities in constructive rather than reactive ways so that you can climb that mountain and expand into the possibilities for your life as we move forward with this first new moon. So I hope that this has been helpful. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. I really do appreciate that. If you're also interested in knowing about 3 things you can do now to live into your destiny, I do have a free gift for you down below. And I offer monthly readings as well as one-on-one coaching to take you further in understanding how you can use the blueprint, your own unique blueprint, your birth chart, to live into the possibilities for your life. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next video.